This is the story of Storm Harden. Stay tuned. We're about to dive deep. Okay, I'm ready. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, it's your girl Storm Harden, and I'm back with another video. Hold on, my son. In today's video, I'm just doing a life update. I'm about to get real with y'all. I always be real. And I'm exposing myself. I'm exposing my truth, and I'm living and owning my truth. It is what it is. If you don't want to watch me no more, that's fine. If you're new here, you don't want to watch me because of this video, that's fine too. And but for all my lovers and supporters and fans who've been watching me since day one, I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. And we here with it. But long story short, I'm not gonna say too much. My name is Storm Harden. I'm a full-blown mompreneur. I am currently 21. My birthday is next month, October 2nd. I'll be 22. I am an artist. I'm a recording artist. I rap. I sing. You can actually go look at my Instagram, and I promote myself constantly. I have a show coming up on the 14th in Philly, near Philly area of Pennsylvania of the United States. I don't know where y'all watching this from. And it's currently 2023. I also do rideshare, so that funds my dreams and aspirations. I'm an entrepreneur, so I don't work for nobody. I work for myself. I have 2 kids currently and 1 on the way. My daughter is 5. She'll be 6 January 29th. My son is 1, and he'll be 2 January 21st. Did I say it right? My daughter will be 6 January 29th. My son will be 1 January 21st. Their birthdays are a week apart. Currently having my 3rd on the way. I do want 10, y'all. This one was unexpected. All of them were unexpected. But I have my 3rd one on the way. And this is a surprise. All of them were surprises. Both of my first 2 were surprises. I have a girl and a boy. And I'm currently 7 months in this video. I'm gonna be talking about good, bad. I might end up crying, I might not. I might have to grab some tissues. But yeah, definitely gonna need some snacks because this is about to be a little long video. I got everything I want to talk about right here. Because I was 12 in middle school. I lost my virginity at a young age. I lost my virginity when I was 12. And everything that happens everything is connected. So anything that happens in your present is connected to, just your life. Like there's no skip button or, fast forward. You live through every moment. And I'm currently in my adulthood now, and I'm just working on being a better version of myself. So I lost my virginity to my son's father. I was on and off him for 10 years. We're currently not together, and I don't see us ever getting back together. And I'll tell you that later on. So I lost my virginity at 12 to him, and I don't know if my parents don't know that. And if y'all see this, mom and dad, y'all just seen it. I was in the 8th grade. My manipulation with men and boys started at a very young age for me. And that's when that happened. I was in the 8th grade when that happened, when I got exposed. And the whole school seen it. And the principal even called my dad, and we had a meeting in the office. Stop. No. That happened, and I remember my father smacked the shit out of me. Like when he seen it. And I was upstairs, and I was just like, what the fuck? So, yeah, that happened. And ever since then, like for good things, bad things, or just me being myself, like I just always go viral for something. Like I done went viral for fights, and I'm saying viral, like thousands of views, and that's always my life. That's always been my life. Just literally, my face, my face, my name. Like even from YouTube, like I started YouTube when I was 15, and I blew up instantly. It wasn't, I don't even remember how fast it was. My most viewed video on here, get off of that. My most viewed video on my channel is at 100K plus. Probably like 150K plus. I don't know, I have to check. I would guess maybe put an insert right here somewhere. And that was just me with my daughter, just showing everything. Like I vlogged my whole everything with her. But with my son, I didn't really get to time, chance, or feeling to. It was just so bad, and I'm gonna tell y'all that in a little while. So yeah, just growing up, it was hate, it was bullying, it was jealousy, friends turned on me, all types of stuff from other kids. I'm also gonna touch on mental health. I was suicidal. I'm not suicidal anymore, thank God. I tried to kill myself 3 times, y'all. And what is that boy doing, bro? And that's why with my kids, I'm gonna stay like on them as far as like how they're feeling and stuff, because my parents, they didn't understand what was going on. I tried to get therapy with my dad after I had my daughter, and there was no hope because he was in denial, and it was just like this and that, and I don't know his side of his story, but I know from what I received growing up, everybody was just, I moved in with my dad when I was in 8th grade, middle school. My mom, I just used to see a lot with her, and yeah, so that stuff happened. I don't really know. I was just like really in a bad space. I can't really think about it too much right now. I don't know. I don't remember what was going on, but I do know by 14, I already had a couple bodies. Like, I was out in the streets looking for love that I wasn't getting from home. My dad is not too much of an emotional person, and I know that he loves me. It's just like the way he showed it, I didn't really receive it. He's a very materialistic person, so he would just buy me a lot of stuff. And everybody be like, oh, look at the house you live in. You have your daddy. You're like, da-da-da-da. Yeah, I have him in my life, but he's not here. Like, and a lot of that goes over a lot of people's head, and even adults, they don't understand. But that's neither here or there. The second time I tried, I don't remember, but neither here or there, my daughter saved my life. Period, point blank, and I got pregnant with her when I was 15. That happened, my first abusive relationship was when I was 14, between 14 and 16, and that was with my possible daughter's father. Like, to this day, I don't know who that is because I was messing around a lot, and that's the same situation with this baby. I remember we got into this really bad fight, and he punched me in my ear, and my ear was literally ringing. And I think I hit him back. I remember he whooped me in the bathroom, like, oh my gosh, all types of stuff that nobody really knows, and my parents don't know. So, if they see this again, it is what it is. I'm healing myself, so. Going through it with my mom, I'm gonna just get on that real quick. Going through it with my parents, my dad, it was 2 different types of abuse, and it was very emotionally abusive from both sides, but in different ways. Like, my mom is so disrespectful, and then like they would be disrespectful towards each other. It was just so bad. Like, she used to kick me out from the age of 12, bro. Like, I remember going to this girl house, and then I ended up fighting her. Like, I used to walk to her house, and she used to kick me out and stuff like that. And she was a good friend or whatever, but I don't even remember how we was not friends no more. Like, I remember when I got exposed, I remember her like, yeah, come on, you coming to school. And she was supporting me, like, had my back. So I don't really remember how that turned into what it was, but whatever. So, and for my dad, it was just like, he wasn't there for my heart. Like, and I don't know how to explain it right now, but yeah, so that was that, my first abusive relationship. And pretty much, I cheated on him. Not really cheating, I was talking to other boys and stuff, and he found out, and then ever since then, he treated me like shit, but kept me around. And then ended up getting a new girlfriend, and this, and like breaking my heart. Like, I was so broken from a young age, and my heart got broken so many times, dealing with different boys and stuff like that. When I got pregnant with Promise, that was like a freezing time for me. I found out by going to the doctor. I think I was going to get on birth control. I don't remember. I ended up taking a test, and my dad was there with me. And the look on his face when the doctors said what they said, and she was like, she told me first in the room by myself. And then she was like, you want me to tell him or I'll tell him? I was like, I'll tell him. But when he came back in the room, bro, she told him, like, dang, girl, you didn't even give me a chance to breathe, digest, or die first before telling you. Like, when I was 15, it says Storm. That's my middle name, for real, for real. What that was like from society, I remember my dad telling me to get a freaking abortion and he'll give me my phone back type shit. Like, what the fuck I look like? And from an early age on, I'm glad I had this mindset of what the fuck are you saying? Because, like, she really saved my life. Like, nobody understood what I was going through. Like, you might come through somebody, you might come through a parent, right? But you still might not be connected to that person. And I wasn't connected to my parents. Hold on, is he about to... Mommy! What? Coco's in your room. I'm using the iPad. Like, what you mean? So he wanted me to get an abortion. He used to have people come to the house trying to get me to have an abortion. There's this security guard who used to work in my school talking about something. I had to suck DICK to get this, to do that. Like, girl, okay, that was your life. These are people experiences that he was trying to batter on me, or I guess make me see how it was going to be hard. But life is hard, period. So it just sucks how people get abortions and all this stuff. But I ain't even about to get into that. I'm not. I remember he used to bring me to a police station and they used to just get in my ass. Like, you know you're going to be another statistic, right? Just really beating me down and not bringing me up. But I'm glad I was able to get out of that. High school life. So I think I got pregnant junior year or sophomore year. I don't remember. I graduated high school when I was 17. So everything was early for me. And look what I'm saying. I graduated high school when I was 17. Early for one, and graduating on time. I graduated in August instead of June, but I still got it done that same year, period. And went to college next semester. Like, come on now. The good and the bad, like, I've always been popular, like I said. I don't know, I'm just a beautiful person. And I'm a very cool, chill, funny person. And I have that YouTube channel as well. I started. And I remember fighting people, beating people up. Like, people that I was actually friends with. I remember niggas taking me for advantage, all types of stuff. And I also learned to cook when I was 17. And I graduated high school when I was 17. So when I turned 18, it was up. I got the fuck out, bro. I've been very independent from a very young age. Like, I had my first job when I was 15. And I was a babysitter. Right down the street, around the corner from my school. I used to babysit 3 kids. And I remember her telling me about her story and stuff. And she had to fight when she was pregnant, all types of stuff. She's from New York. And I miss them so much. I think about them a lot from time to time. When I turned 18, it was up, bro. And that's when I became a stripper. That's when I became a dancer. And I've touched so much bread. Like, I remember 2021, I think I was 19. I made 2 G's in one night. Promise you. 2 G's in one night. Like, I could insert pictures and all. Hi, Yuri. I made over $2,000. And I was like, what the fuck? I was counting all night. I did not know what to do with the money. Like, I was so excited. And how I got started was I brought me and this girl I used to be friends with. Not cool no more. Like, all these people, I don't have no friends, bro. Nobody. Like, I have associates. Hi. Barely anything like that. Go get your baba. It's in the room. Oh yeah, I started dancing when I was 18. Like, I literally remember when I was a security officer, I was looking like, I'm like my birthday in October. I was calling, trying to figure out how to do it. And I've been dancing ever since, on and off. And I also started my music journey when I was 18. I started rapping. I think I was writing a minute ago. I don't know if you ever heard of that 10 Toes Challenge that came out in the early 2010s, because that's the time of my teen years, from 2012 to 2019, 2020 type stuff. So back in the early 2010s, that 10 Toes Challenge came out, and I put it on Facebook, and I think I deleted it. I didn't have enough self-courage or whatever. But so I've always been a writer. I've always been very smart. In my last year of high school, I had AP English. So, like, writing always came easy to me, and I don't really know how I got into it of music, but I do know I met these 2 guys at a club I used to dance at, and then somehow we just always vibe. Like, I'm a vibe. I'm always clicking with somebody, so that's how that happened. And the guy, it's crazy because I messed with his brother first, And then his brother wanted me. It was a weird situation. Like, I don't do that. Like, I'm not a homie hopper and all of that. But the way it happened, like, and then I ended up getting manipulated anyway. But that's neither here nor there. I'm talking about the music. So, Mommy. No. No. Mommy. No. Mommy. What? Bro. So he ended up putting me in the studio. I think I was already writing, man. I don't know what happened. And my first song was coming out. And I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, and I've been hard ever since. Like, God has given me a lot of talent. Like, everything I touch turns into gold, period. So I started my music journey at 18. Been on and off with it, but I'm not playing with it no more, just like with everything else in my life. And I also ended up getting a $20,000 settlement, y'all. Like, that right there was crazy. Like, I gave half of it to my dad. He was supposed to be putting it up for car insurance. Bro, he bought himself an X5 and then ended up getting poured out in rain. Like, that money ain't not go to me. So the other $10,000, I don't know how it went, but it just spent. Like, I could have invested. I could have been had my own place, for real, for real. Like, when I left at 18, I was in shelters. I was with my son's dad. My brother was moving us around, helping us try to get our stuff together. And I just knew that I did not want to be home. Like, that was not my peace. Not my mom's house or my dad's house. Like, since an early age. So when it was time for, when I turned of legal age, I was gone. So yeah, that money got blown. It wasn't used in a useful way. But I'm very money conscious now. I don't, like, yeah. So started college, like I told y'all, at 17. I went to William Patterson University, and I did 2 semesters, 2019, 2020. I did not get to finish school, which I will be finishing school for psychology. I will be a doctor. I will be healing not only myself and others. So college was really, really great. It was really cool. And I never, like, when I started, I went for forensic pathology. First, I wanted to be a homicide detective growing up, then a forensic scientist, a marine biologist. I love kids and animals. Then I went to forensic pathology. I wanted to see how people died and stuff like that. But then I wanted to work with people that was alive, and I wanted to help brains. Like, I want to see why you want to kill your mom. Like, I want to help you. I love you, and I want to help you. So that's how that happened, and school was really cool. Even then, like, it was like people always picking on my head, and I was applying to colleges, and I didn't apply to that many. But like I said, I had my daughter at a young age, and I was homeschooled for the rest of the junior year. Yeah, I got pregnant junior year. I was homeschooled for the rest of the junior year. Then I went back to school senior year. I'm saying that to say pretty much, I was applying for colleges. I didn't apply to too many. I guess my parents didn't really believe that I could do it. And not even my parents, more so my dad. My mom was always supportive, but I don't know how to explain it. I can't explain every bracket of somebody. Like, you know how somebody could be good and bad? Like, and I hate how I'm not going to discredit the hardships or troubles I had in my life. In my childhood, yes, it was amazing. Yes, I got a lot of stuff. I had every iPhone ever and all the sneakers, and yes, he really took care of me. I was in his house. I was fed. I was this. I was that. But that doesn't take away from what I lacked. And that doesn't mean that I'm not crediting him for what he did or for what my mom did. Like, you feel me? Always a researcher, being a YouTuber at an early age, so that carried on to everything else that I do now. And I remember finding this college called Wilson College, and if you're pregnant watching this right now, and like you're in high school or whatever your case may be, there's schools out here that you can go to with your child, live on campus with your child. Like, when there's a will, there's a way, and I don't ever want you to stop doing what you have to do what you want to do because of what somebody told you, and it might be somebody that's really close to you. Like, listen to Motiversity every day, y'all. I promise you it will help you get through stuff. And I ended up going to in-state. I wanted to go out of state. I wanted to go far as possible. But ended up going to in-state. William Patterson was a very great school. And all that stuff. Yes, y'all. Herpes. I don't really know how it happened. I really don't know. I never really did nothing with people that I met in the club. I don't know how I got it. But at the end of the day, somebody gave it to me, and I didn't know. One thing I do remember was having like a cluster of bumps on my, what you call this? Yuri, why are you crawling under the bed? I had a cluster of bumps right here. I didn't know what it was. And I guess I had breakouts, but I didn't know what was going on. So I ended up, one of these guys that I was messing with when I was 18, around that time, ended up calling me like, yo, go get checked out. So I did, and then I got the results back. And I ended up and then they ended up telling me what I had, which was including herpes and some other stuff. Before that, I did get chlamydia and gonorrhea when I was a child. When I was like 15, and it went away. Those are STIs. The STD is a disease, a sexually transmitted disease, and the STI is a sexually transmitted infection. Those go away. STDs don't. They stay forever. And I have HSV 1 and 2, which is herpes 1 and 2. And it's something that I have to own. Like, it is what it is. NBA Youngboy has it too. And look, he's a famous rapper. Everybody love him. He's doing his thing. And I remember when I first heard of Youngboy, I go down south all the time. Like, I've always been a southern girl going down there. Like, I even have an accent a little bit. Like, I was under the southern New York accent. But, like, it is what it is. And I have to love myself. And it's not like I gave it to myself. Like, here you go. Take this. Like, it's something that happened to me. And when I found out, I was responsible, and I'm happy that that person told me because he had it. I passed it to him, and then I passed it also to another person. And after that, ever since then, since I was 18, I have not passed it since, not that I know of. And I'm very responsible. I'm a very healthy girl, and I take care of myself. And any partner that I have had since then, I've let them know. And I've either been turned down sexually, which kind of makes me feel some type of way, and at the same time, it opens up to see who really want to fuck with me. And I've also not been turned down. Look, I'm pregnant again. I've been pregnant twice since, and actually kind of 3 times because I took a Plan B last summer, but that's not the point. So, yeah. I've told my partners, and they was either cool with it or they wasn't. And if they wanted to stick their dick in me, they stuck their dick in me, if I allowed it. And if not, oh, speaking of allowance, I've been raped before, y'all. Like, from even people that's close to me, like my son's father. Like, if I say no, it means no. Like, it could be from your boyfriend, y'all. Like, I had to take a sexual education course in college in order for us to register for the next semester. I don't know if it was something going on campus. I don't know. But it was required. And I just remember that shit opening my eyes so much. Like, all the stuff that I've been going through growing up, I did not know that I've been sexually assaulted, sexually harassed, this, that. I got herpes. And I take care of myself. And I love myself. And like I said, if you don't want to fuck with me, I really don't give a fuck. Next. The ages of 19 and 21 was really bad. Like, my second pregnancy was before I even go into that, I started my clothing line. It's called Heart and Herterial. And that's another business that I'm working on this year that I need to relaunch again. I started it in 2021. I was like 19, and I was living in a shelter with my daughter, and I was pregnant with my son. And it was just, it really started off good. Like, I designed my own stuff. My logo is, y'all can see it right here, but I'll put it here. And the sales was good, everything like that. And I just stopped, and I was another person like telling me, oh, you shouldn't do this right now. Like, you could do anything you want, yo. Don't let people stop you. Don't let you stop you. And that's just a really great brand, and I know it's going to get big. And it's actually under Heart Incorporated, which is going to be my umbrella company, because I want to do so many things in my life, not just one thing. Like, you don't have to commit yourself to one thing. Do everything you fucking want, period. You only got one life to live. I don't care what nobody say. Like, even if you got only you riding with you, do it. So, yeah, I started that up. But now let's get into me, my second pregnancy. It was much different from my first one. I was older, I was an adult, and I was all on my own. I think I moved back in with my parents twice since I left at 18, and it was very, 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 very short amount of time. And just dealing with my son's dad, bro. Like, I've been dealing with him on and off since I was 11, 12 years old, and he's the one I lost my virginity to again. And just like, when I got pregnant with my daughter, since we never knew who her father was, that just put a real rock in between us. And he was in and out of jail, and he got shit going on from his, his individuality. He got shot in his head and still got the bullet in his head. That shit fucked him up. And I still love him, but I can't be with nobody who can't do what they're supposed to do. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting a call. Okay, so yeah, where was I? It's a really bad place for me, and like, just being suicidal from a young age, just always having mental health challenges. Even now today, like, I'm way stronger than I used to be. Like I was explaining in my last video, talking to y'all about me doing this video, that I just wanted to do so bad, just get shit off my chest. Coming from a mental health background, a single mom background, a young teen mom background, all of those things, my mind has been going through a lot for the past 10 years. I'm 21, so since I was 11 years old, I've been through a lot of shit. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of trauma from family, from society, from life, period. And yes, there's gonna be bad things that happen to you, but what I'm saying is, like, as far as in my shoes, I've always been battling depression, anxiety, and with my daughter, it was really bad, like, just growing up and raising her. But she helped me so much. She gave me something to look forward to. She gave me love and hope and possibilities and all of that good stuff. Second pregnancy around, I got pregnant, but I didn't really care about being pregnant. And I love this boy. I've been with him on and off for what, I was 18, 19 around that time. For all my life, all my whole teenage life. And so he wanted to have my baby. He wanted to have my son. We never really knew about primates. I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't care. So we kept trying, ended up getting pregnant. Boom. But by the time I was pregnant already, by the time I found out I was pregnant, we was already split up again. And this time we was living with my cousin, I think. And I was in this domestic violence program that had me at a hotel for a couple months. Because I just was not with the shit. And through everything I've been through, God has always blessed me. Like, I've been through some crazy shit negatively, but as far as, like, my journey of growing and becoming a woman, God has always protected me. He's always protected me from birth. But what I'm saying is, I've just always had a good thing going for myself. Like, we was in a hotel, me and my daughter, we were taken care of, no pay stay at this nice hotel for months. We actually also lived at a different one too for a month, but that was when I was 18. Yeah, but I'm talking about right now when I found out I was pregnant with my son. And I remember going to my cousin's house and showing him the pregnancy test. And at this time, he was just really, really just like, his hands on me. This is when we started fighting. Like, I remember him choking me and stuff, like, or pushing me in front of my kids. Like, once it got to, like, doing stuff in front of my kids, bro, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And that's what I had to, like, just, like, no. So I got pregnant with him, and I was just very depressed. And the beginning of this pregnancy was very depressing, too. I don't know, y'all. Like, already being depressed. And then there's levels. Like, you got pregnancy depression, this, that. Yeah, so ended up having him. He was not there. Talking about he had COVID, this, that, and the third. Like, y'all, you wanted this child. And, like, I've been abandoned with my baby, which is, it's fucked up, but it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, bro. And then even with my daughter, before we had my son, we never knew. When I first told him I was pregnant with my daughter, he was like, I know already. Like, making it seem like the baby was his. But come to find out, I had sex with one of his homies and I did not know, so that could possibly be that's their child's, the child's father. I don't know. I'm gonna end up finding out soon one of these days. I'm gonna do a siblingship test against all of them and I'll figure it out. But that's neither here or there. As far as with my son, like, we know this baby is yours. And you committed yourself to take care of promise at a young age. And that was you. Like, I didn't force you to do that. And yeah, you can change your mind, but it's just like, you can't be in and out of their life. And that's all that he does. And now he's not even in the picture at all. I haven't heard from him since July. And even in July, the last time I seen him, which was that incident that y'all seen in my vlog, I was taking everything from around the house that we live in. We moved in here in November. This house that I'm in right now, my first home ever. Literally, my first place is a home. I'm so thankful. I ended up taking all my stuff from around the house because you don't do anything for us. You don't take care of us. You don't take care of your son. And you sit here in my house, in our house, my house. You don't pay the bills. This is my house, period. Sleeping on a bed, eating stuff. You don't take care of nothing, bro. Like, I've tried to encourage you so many times. All I've tried to do is help this man. Encourage you so many times to go into the community and just get anything, do anything for money. Like, and it don't have to be anything negative. Like, you could, it was the beginning of summer. You could, like, mow somebody's lawn, ask if somebody need help at the multiple pizza shops. Anything. Like, if you actually put your mind to it, you could get something done. And there was no energy reciprocating what we needed. You're a man. You're a grown-ass man. You got a child. You're not doing shit for him. Like, fuck out my face. So I took everything away that day. And even he would be upstairs and he wouldn't come down, say nothing. Like, just sneaking around the house, weird shit, bro. And, like, the older we got, the weirder the relationship got. And we didn't even have to be together. I mean, like, the aroma, the environment, the energy. Bro. So, this one day in July, he ended up... So, I came upstairs to get my stuff. I wasn't even talking to him, first of all. So, he got mad that I put his stuff that was in my drawer on the floor. And I was never being disrespectful about anything because I didn't want no problems. I put his stuff on the floor. And long story short, he like, pick it up. I'm like, no. I'm like, you don't do anything for us. What am I picking it up for anyway? Man, where was I supposed to put it? We haven't had the furniture in this house for half of the time that we've been here. I just got all this stuff. So, and it's not like there's nothing upstairs yet. That's going to be the living room. This was the living room, but this is my room now. So, he ended up throwing my mirror that was here when we got here down the flight of stairs. It's a whole flight of stairs, like 12 stairs to get up there. Down the stairs, y'all, the fucking shit flew. Everything broke. Everything fucking broke. And he threw my drawer down the stairs too. Y'all know those Walmart drawers that's like, I don't know how to explain it, but they're 3-set drawer. And they're wide, you can put stuff in it. Like, bigger than like this size is this size. And it's not too much of a hard material, but that shit hard. Especially coming from down the stairs, bro. He threw all that shit downstairs. Glass everywhere. Our son put a piece of glass in his mouth, and damn, thank God I was right there. And he doing all this in front of a 5 and a 1-year-old. Like, what's up? You're mad because I'm taking my stuff away? No, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve to use it. So what are you doing? Like, that was just the last straw for me right there. And I ended up getting a protection order on him, so he can't be here. His name on the lease. You don't pay shit anyway. You can't be here. He can't be here. And that's just that, like, and I'm just very grateful that I have this home. He did put the money down for us to get in, but I was the one who also used the mouthpiece because we didn't have all the money to move in. And I made this agreement with the property management. And ever since then, like, I've just been able to work things out with them, thankfully. Like, I'm very grateful for being here. So that was that, like, y'all, so that was the last straw of me just dealing with him, period. I don't know, he need help. I can't help him. And I've tried, but we can talk about that in another time. So yeah, that's how it was being pregnant with Yuri. Another incident was when he was living in Trenton. Okay, so from 19 and 20, 18, like those years, I was in shelters. I was also in hotels that was paid for me, or I was also paying for them by myself. Every night I was in a club making mad bread, and he was at the hotel sometimes taking care of them. And I remember like getting phone calls from him like, oh, I'm about to leave them here, because I wouldn't come home. I mean, I was out working, or I would sleep out overnight because I was so tired. Like, you want me to drive and crash and die?
Daddy.
Because I've crashed twice, y'all, from falling asleep behind the wheel, like crazy stuff. So yeah, in a hotel for 2 months straight, taking care of all of us. I had food stamps, so that's how the food got in the hotel. And it was an extended stay, so it was a studio. Bro, I was taking care of us, which is no problem, but at the same time, it's like, I was doing this shit at a very young age, and I was making bread, like $100 a night for 2 months straight. I don't know, bro. That's 100 times 60, add that up. 100 plus sometimes, or under 100, like sometimes $60 to $80. Bro, it was just a lot, and it was just a lot of abuse going on there as well. I remember him throwing bottles at me because I wasn't talking to him or trying to get my attention, and that right there, I snapped. And like my wrists are fucked up from working. Like I used to throw bags at these mail jobs. Like I've barely had jobs. I've had jobs since 18, or like I've had a couple jobs here and there, but I never keep them because entrepreneurship has always called my name. I've hurt my wrist from that as well, and from fighting him. Like it's just been crazy. So after leaving the hotel, I thought he was gonna kill me one night, bro. Like I was like, all right, I'm done. That's when I went back to my parents' house. That was in May of last year. Yeah, we stayed in that hotel from like March to May last year. Literally. Me taking care of this shit every day. Every fucking day. So yeah. So after that, a couple months later, we ended up getting this apartment in November because we wanted to come back together. He was so sorry. So long story short, he was living in Trenton because we used to live in Princeton at that hotel. So he ended up, I don't know how, he ended up getting a job. Like everything you got is because of me. I was the reason why you left your mom's house at 18. That was me. I was one who encouraged you to come and help me raise Promise and for us to be together because we always loved each other so much. That was me. Like you could have still been in the fucking North, New Jersey, either shot or dead or just in the house like not doing shit with your life. So everything he has, everything you got is because of me, literally. Like me leaving you at that hotel made you go get a job. Made you go get a fucking job. All types of shit. And I don't know how he found this place in Trenton, but he ended up getting a room in Trenton. It was a nice house or whatever. Very nice woman who lived there with her kids and stuff. It was a very nice house, and we was welcomed over there. It was cool. It was cool. We didn't live there with her. We was about to, but that didn't happen. I was living in a shelter, and I was still living at home. No, I wasn't living at home anymore. I was living in a shelter. Yeah, I was living in a shelter. Yeah, because my mom, bro, my parents, I'm not dealing with them. I'm not. So that's happened. Long story short, so we used to go over there. I used to bring the kids. And one night, I guess I pushed him a little too far. I followed him. He was upset. We got into an argument. I don't remember what happened. But long story short, we ended up getting into a fight, and I had our son in my hand. He pushed me, and I had my son in our hands. I don't know how he ended up getting on the bed, but he was crying, screaming, and somehow, I don't know how, but we ended up fighting, and then I ended up getting on the floor, and he was punching me in my face, yo. I had a knot on my head, and I got up and I bust him in the head with his car seat. Yo, it was just really bad. And then after that, I was like, I had a knot on my head, y'all. And I'm gonna show y'all a picture if I can find it. It was just like, and the lady that he lived with, she was not for none of that. Like, and this was a Trenton area. Like, he was lucky that I did not get his ass locked up. And like, because the people he was working with, they was like, yeah, don't call the police and da-da-da-da. Because I love so much, I love so hard. I think I vary differently from how regular society thinks. So, okay. Nothing to do, baby. You talking about hug. You came over here with the blankie. Come on. Ow, my freaking chest. Come on. So that happened, y'all. Look at my big boy. What? Help. What are you doing? What? Bye. I don't know what you're doing. See you later. Like, she was not for none of that. She woke the house up. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, too. It was just bad. It was crazy. I had a whole knot on my head, bro. And like, I was telling all my family members, it was like, you're supposed to stop messing with him. And like, I was just like, I just kept wanting to try, just help. And it wasn't working. So that was that October, November. And this is also when I got approved for Uber. I was so excited. I couldn't wait to be 21 so I could start working with Uber. And y'all, that's all I really do now. Like, I just started dancing again. I wanted to take a break from dance because I wanted to focus on other stuff. This is right before I got pregnant with this third child. This is all 2022 that I'm talking about. Yeah, that didn't work out. I mean, it worked out, but I needed money, and I didn't know everything that I know now. Like, I didn't know how easily I could get a daycare for my son, for example. And now he's in daycare. He has a daycare that he can go to. So it was just like things that I didn't know now that I knew then, blah, 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 blah type stuff. And October, it happened like around October, November, because pretty much my birthday passed, I turned 21, and then his birthday passed, he turned 22. And I was looking for apartments. We was out here looking for stuff. And it's crazy because for this house, I had seen it weeks before, and we had already went to go see other places. We didn't get approved for it because we just didn't have just enough money or something like that. Because we was only using his, because we couldn't use mine because it wasn't out of a personal bank account. It was out of a personal bank account. So that's when I opened up a business account and all that stuff. So we was only using his pay stubs, so we couldn't get approved for certain stuff. But I ended up seeing this house, but I went right past it. Like I looked at it, it was cool. But we went to go see other places, and this is crazy how God worked. So at the end of November 23rd is when we got the keys, when our lease started. And yeah. I've been here ever since, and I have barely been home. It's just been turmoil here. We've gotten into fights here as well. And I remember him literally banging my back into this shelf that I have in my house. I'm not gonna do it now because I don't want to mess up this filming that I got going on. But I'm gonna show y'all the shelf in my house. It's literally very thick in the bathroom, and he pushed me into it, talking about sexually playing with me aggressively with our son in his hand. Bro, do y'all know my spine hurt for a whole month, bro? A whole month. And it was just like the mental trauma I was going through with him. It was just bad. Like I could barely pay our rent. It was just so bad. It was just disgusting. So I just want to get off this conversation already. Who I surround myself with is really my kids. I don't really be around my mom. I was saying in my last video how shit be fucked up. I just don't got time for it. I don't fuck with a lot of my family members. And it's just the energy that I get from them, bro. And the negativity, I'm just staying away from it, period. That's all I gotta say about that. Fast forward to March, I had just came back from down south, staying out there for 2 weeks. Y'all can go check those vlogs out. And I've been very consistent back on YouTube. I'm very proud of myself about that. I was talking about that in my last vlog. Because one day I was in the shower and I ended up calling him. I'm like, yo, I think I'm pregnant. I feel mad nauseous. So I ended up, it was just that one day that really solidified it for me. Because, this is my third time. I should know, right? So I ended up taking one pregnancy test from Dollar Tree. It was one of those small, short, little ones. And it came back positive. So I'm like, okay. We need to go get 4 more. So I'm gonna put the pictures up. Y'all, I got 4 more from CVS. Two boxes. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to pee on all of these. So I peed in the cup and I stuck all them bitches in there. So every single one of them came back positive. I had 5 positive pregnancy tests in front of me. And I showed him, he was just in shock or whatever. My son's father I'm talking about. But I hope the child's not his. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I've been fucking around a lot, how I was with my first daughter and my last child. I said my first daughter. I think I'm having a girl though, y'all, because you see what I'm saying? But, yes. You see yourself in the mirror? Don't make my mirror fall. I done had that since before you was here. And I've been messing around and stuff like that, so that's how I ended up getting pregnant. 2 of them know, and the other 2 don't know, and I'll tell them. Every time I pass up one of the other people's house, I'll be like, bro, I need to go over there and say something. I'm big as hell now. I was supposed to say something earlier. And then the other guy, I only have his phone number. It was a one-night stand, and I don't know. I just don't know. It was all very close timing. So that happened. And like I said, I've been very depressed. On and off, it was really bad in the beginning. Still dealing with my son's father. And he telling me to get an abortion. We don't know if it's his child or not. Bro, you fucked me over so bad. And we haven't been together. And then I ended up getting a DUI off some dumb shit that I did. I don't blame nobody for shit that happened to me but me. Feel me? I ended up getting a DUI off some dumb shit I did because of him having this bitch hit me up, talking about some and I was mad aggravated by that shit. She kept hitting me up. This was back in December or January, and I ended up just going to the liquor store, getting bottles and start drinking. And I'm still dealing with that shit now. I might be losing my license. And then he had this big old fight with my brother. Ended up really hurting him really bad in my kitchen in this house. Like when we, like a month after moving in, bro, because there's always been weird energy, especially after me telling my brother that he put that knot on my head. So I guess that night he was here. My brother said something to him, like my brother is also somebody I'm not really too close with. He's been in and out of my life since. He's been in and out of my life. He's been in and out of jail, all types of stuff. So he was just never around me. So when I turned 18, that's when I started really seeing him more. But yeah, like my brother even done grimy shit to me. Like it's just a lot. Like family could be the ones who do the worst to you, and I still love him, but it's just like that. So of course he's my brother, and he just wanted to be protective of me, and he had addressed my son's dad, but in the way he did it, he could have came off better. And my son, father, not for none of that, and neither is my brother. But my brother was drunk, and then I guess he tried to swing on him, and then they just went at it, and my brother ended up getting hurt really bad, and he was bleeding, leaking all over the place. And I guess my son's dad tried to stop it before it was happening, so he called the police beforehand, and they had this guy here. And when they was fighting, y'all, I seen everything. It was very traumatizing. Like, it was blood on the walls, this, that. And the police kicked in my door, y'all. My door was broken for like a month. It was broken for a minute. And so that happened here too. I forgot why I started talking about that. But he blames me for a lot of shit. Like, it's not my fault. But whatever. So they both went to jail. My brother did more time than him. I bailed my son's father out first. Also because there's people that sent money for him. All types of stuff. I forgot why I started talking about it. Yeah, enough of the negativity. We gonna get with the good stuff. So I'm due November 16th. What I'm expecting for the rest of this month, I don't know what today is. I'll put it here. It's September something. I think it's September 10th. But yeah, my daughter starts school on Thursday. Or it's the 11th. Yeah, it's 9/11. So rest in peace to anybody that you might have lost. I was in my mom's belly, and then I was born a month and some days, a month later, back in 2001. So yeah, I'm a part of this TV show. I don't know if y'all seen that vlog. I'll put it right here. We start filming at the end of the month. I don't know if y'all heard of Baddies East, Baddies West, but like Krishan Rock and all that, Natalie Nunn. Now I'm not on their TV show, but I was supposed to go to the casting call for Baddies West, but I didn't get the email confirmation for where the place was gonna be. I got the email confirmation that they received my, my application. And I had this guy send me $800, and I never even freaking got the money, bro. It sent back to his account because I didn't open my Chase account back up. Bro, that jump blew me, so whatever. Anyway, yeah, so I'm on this TV show called The Baddies University out of New Jersey, and you guys can follow us. We're about to start filming at the end of this month, so we should start, I think we should air before the year is out, or beginning of January, or early next year, very early, like winter 2024. So I'm doing that. It's a reality TV show, and it's gonna be a content house. It's gonna be great vibes, great energy. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I just know that everything that God has coming for me is gonna be very beneficial with my music, all of that. It's gonna take me, my phone is dying. I'm about to wrap up anyway. It's gonna take me far. I really plan on doing a whole bunch of content for y'all. And I'm getting ready for this show I got coming up, so y'all gonna be seeing me do flyers, how I get ready for shows, and I wanna do rehearsals, and I think this might be my last show of the year, because that'll be next month. I'm gonna be like 8 months and some weeks, and I can do any day, because my daughter came 38 weeks, my son was 41 weeks, he's a week and a day overdue. So who knows what's gonna happen with this baby, so I just wanna be prepared. I'm about to be preparing. Oh, I also got my baby shower, which my sister's coming back up. We've been seeing each other a lot this year. My sister's coming back up here, and I was so mad at her when she went down south, when she moved down south when I was in middle school. That's another thing I wanted to tell you about, like, as far as my siblings, and I love them. So she's coming back up to host my baby shower. I have to find a place. I want to do it here at my house, but I don't think I think it's gonna be too far from the main people that live around us, so I was gonna just get this house on Pier Space that's beautiful. If not, I can literally find something like the day before. Soon, it's September 24th, so y'all gonna be seeing that. I also wanna do a photo shoot for maternity. A lot of stuff that I wanna do this month. So yeah, she lives in Alabama to be doing that. And also, her kids, their aunt on their dad's side is also pregnant too, and her baby shower was the day before mine. If y'all seen that vlog when I went to South Carolina last month, go watch it. Y'all can see that we both pregnant in that video. My birthday is October 2nd. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm gonna be 22, and it's just like crazy. Yeah, so I don't know what I want to do for my birthday. Maybe I'll plan it. I just want to have fun. Like, I just want to turn up. That's it. Like, I don't really care. I don't have plans. I don't want to plan anything. I don't think. But yeah. So I'm expecting November 16th. I already said that. November 16th, and could come before, could come after. And December is the last month of the year, so I'm just manifesting. I'm about to start doing my positive affirmations, all that, put them on the wall, visually internalize what I want for myself, materialistic, financially, and my economically, all is this, that, this, that, this, that. That's what I want for the rest of this year, for the new year, and so on and so forth. Like, I see myself winning Grammys, like, I'm really talented with my music, like, y'all, very talented. And then the month after that, which is January, I already told y'all my son's birthday is January 21st, which is crazy. His birthday is before promises, but she's older than him. And my daughter will be 6, January 29th. So I want to do something for them, you know, have fun. You know, and I just always want to be in good spirits. And I know that's not always going to happen, but it's okay. What's upcoming for me with my music, y'all, I just want to keep going. Like, I don't have no music videos out. I've done plenty of shows. Like, I've learned, like I said, I've always been a researcher. I've always taught myself on how to do something in a specific realm. So I really have a lot of crowd control, like, and yeah, like I can show y'all clips. Like, I was showing y'all that clip in my last vlog. If y'all didn't see it, y'all go see it. Like, my music is on all platforms: Spotify, Shazam, Deezer, Tidal, SoundCloud, YouTube, all that. I've been making music since I was 18. I told you that. So I just want to keep going and not stop this time, not stopping. My clothing line, I told you I want to relaunch that. I also want to sell like hair products, skin products. Like, I want to do so much, and I'm going to do it in all due time. And I also could cook. I said that I've been cooking since I was 17. I have restaurant dreams, selling platters, all of that. Starting somewhere, I don't know, anywhere. And I'm telling my story now because I just was like, it's September this month, I don't know. It just came out of nowhere, and it just is what it is. And I love myself for being able to tell myself, we gonna do this. And I don't give a fuck who fuck with me or who don't fuck with me. God loves me, my kids love me, I love me. And I know that my real one is club, they love me too. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. And that's pretty much the end of this video. I've been filming for like maybe over an hour, including like the bloopers and shit. So there's more to come in all types of ways. I want to do skits, I want to do all this, that. I want to do so much with my life, and there's nobody about to tell me that I can't. And I might just turn comments, and you know, I'm not even gonna turn comments and all. I'm gonna let the negativity flow. I remember when I used to get like negative comments on here back when I was like real popping on YouTube, but I'm just building my views back up. I don't even give a fuck. Say what y'all want to say, y'all can suck my clit, period, respectfully, disrespectfully. And that's the end of this video. So hopefully y'all enjoy. Hopefully y'all made it to the end of this video. If y'all made it to the end of this video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for the next video. Don't forget to turn on your post notice so you could get a notice every time I post it. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, hoes. About that, hey. Peace. Look, I got my Willie P shorts on. See? There was no cap in this video. I love y'all.